Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing as always, and it's me Joe as always, and today I want to talk about the third Terrifier, and I want to tell you the reasons why I think that this movie is going to be a freaking masterpiece. Now listen, I already did a trailer reaction for that second teaser trailer that got released for Terrifier 3, so if you haven't seen that, you can check that out. It's on my channel, obviously. But today I want to talk about why I think that this movie is going to be a masterpiece. Now, it's so hot outside, it just bothers me, but, you know, I keep on making videos for you guys, so, you know, I'm here, I'm sweating, but, you know, it's all good because I get to talk about Terrifier 3, which I'm just so excited about this movie. So, the reason why I think that this movie is going to be a masterpiece, right? Now, the first reason is that this movie seems to have... it doesn't seem to have. It has a soul. I want to give you an example. Last year, I saw a movie called The Exorcist Believer, and it was hands down the most awful horror movie I've seen in the 2023. It was awful. It was disgusting. It was soulless. It was this sort of corporate product that was just so badly made. It was awful. It was disgusting. You know, and you know, some people, you know, said that it's okay, but you know, I just think that it's awful. I just hate that movie so much. I hate that movie with passion. The reason is, or, you know, the difference is here that Terrifier, the whole franchise, is being made by people who actually love horror, and it's being made for horror fans, by horror fans, right? Which is so awesome that the next horror icon, Art the Clown, is actually, you know, a character that was made by horror fans, you know? It's not like a corporate product that was made by Blumhouse or Universal or, you know, Paramount executives. No, it was made by horror fans, for horror fans, which is awesome, right? So it seems like that Terrifier 3 actually has a big soul. I mean, the first two movies already had like some big soul in it. It was just, you know, they poured their heart into making those first two movies. And the third movie, you know, it completely looks like they, you know, again, put their all into making the third movie. So it looks like it's just full of, you know, energy and just full of excitement, you know, like, and I feel excited when I saw the teaser trailer, the second teaser trailer. So again, that's like a big difference between like a movie like, again, The Exorcist Believer and Terrifier 3, is that this movie, you know, has some love behind it, you know? It's not like a soulless corporate product like, for example, The Exorcist Believer was. So that's the first thing why I think that this movie is going to be a masterpiece. The second thing is, and it's also funny because I get to give you an example from The Exorcist Believer, and that's that Terrifier 3 is, you know, at least seems to take some risks when it comes to the violence, right? The first two movies were very violent, right? A lot of skinned bodies, a lot of murders, a lot of, you know, knifing around, just a lot of stuff, right? But both in the first and the second movie. In the third movie, we already now have, like, the controversy around, you know, Terrifier. I keep saying Terrifier, why? Controversy around Art the Clown killing a kid, right? And, you know, people are already talking about it, and that's awesome, you know, that, you know, this movie seems to take some risks, like some actual risks, you know, in terms of, like, its content, versus, for example, The Exorcist Believer, that was the most safest movie I have ever seen, horror movie I have ever seen, you know? It was so safe, that there wasn't anything, you know, there weren't any risks taken by the filmmakers, by David Gordon Green, the director of The Exorcist Believer. That movie was safe, you know, there wasn't anything interesting about it. There wasn't a single scary scene in an Exorcist movie. I really hate that movie with passion. Yeah, so, and again, it seems like Terrifier 3 actually has some brutal gore in it, and Damien Leone, the director of Terrifier 3, said multiple times that this is actually going to be again, the most goriest, the most bloody, the most disgusting Terrifier movie yet, which is, you know, pretty awesome, and you sort of don't know what to expect, right? Like, what kinds of stuff Art the Clown will do in Terrifier 3, like, how far he's gonna go. Like, that's just exciting, you know, as I'm talking about it, I feel excitement, you know? And again, The Exorcist Believer, no excitement whatsoever. Just a few cheap jump scares. Nothing like, you know, the original Exorcist from the 1970s. That movie was so controversial when it released, right? People were protesting against that movie, you know? With this new one, like, again, it was nothing. It was awful. You know? So again, that's, you know, another reason why I think that Terrifier 3 is going to be a masterpiece is that we'll have, like, a lot of violence in this movie. Like, a lot of creative violence. And, so yeah, that's that. And the third reason why I think that Terrifier 3 is going to be a masterpiece is the fact that it has that beautiful Christmas setting to it, which is something that I really love. You know, there aren't many of, like, great Christmas horror movies. You know, I think of, like, Krampus from 2015. That's a really good horror movie, but it's not a slasher, obviously. Then, I guess Silent Night, Deadly Night. I really like that movie, but that's, like, the only good one I can think of when it comes to, like, Christmas slashers. Obviously, Black Christmas, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it then, right? And so, it's awesome that this movie is taking place on Christmas and, you know, during the holidays, and not just, you know, on Halloween again. So I really do like the Christmas setting. I think that's gonna do wonders for the actual movie. So yeah, guys, these are some of the reasons why I think that Terrifier 3 is going to be a masterpiece, and I can't wait to see what Damien Leone made, you know, and David Howard Thornton is obviously always amazing as Art the Clown, so I can't wait, you know, to see him as Art the Clown again. And yeah, I can't wait. I think that this is going to be the best horror movie of 2024. And we got some great stuff this year so far, right? Including Longlegs, which I guess you can count as a horror movie. And many others. You know, people are saying that Oddity is really great. And yeah, but again, I think that in terms of, like, horror, like slasher horror, right? I think this is going to be the best one of this year, you know, by far. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care, and bye.